We did not get that. Now, with Uprising getting its full release in just a few days, I'd like to revisit a topic that was quite popular: the rumored 4th hero, as well as discuss if 3 hero sets are good for the game. Let's start with the 3 hero sets. Personally, I'm not a fan. There are benefits to it, and we'll discuss them later, but outside of sealed environment, 3 hero sets only offer so much. And with Classic Constructed having quite a number of heroes becoming living legends, and Blitz following suit, we shouldn't have to wait until we get a product specifically focused on catching up to what's already being cycled through. Let us say that it's a major 3 sets a year, so for story purposes and thematic purposes in general, plus whatever set that they release to help replace the living legends. In total, that's 9 new heroes, or retrained heroes. Now, while not a bad thing, when we take a look at Uprising, Ninja has now received its 4th hero, where Wizard and Illusionist now get their 2nd, and Icelander was already in Everfest. It disproportionately increases the pool for one class and leaves the others behind. Now, this does come with the game. We have 8+ classes with more to come, so it's hard to make sure that everyone's needs are met, and it's going to be harder to keep everything balanced. Now, without the need to increase product release because we don't want to end up like Magic the Gathering, there is good though in 3 hero sets. Firstly, LSS can focus on building up and expanding current classes, giving a broader arrangement of cards to them, which in turn allows them to feel more unique with deck building. With the new Marvel rarity, it allows for sets to stay at a decent size without the fear of overloading players with new frames. But here's the thing: Welcome to Wraith, Arcane, and Monarch were all 4 hero sets. Monarch delving into specializations, Light and Dark, and Arya following suit, expanding it from 2 to 5 with Ice, Lightning, and Earth, with each hero having a combination of the 2. Now that's reasonable when specializations were introduced. Uprising is now building upon that premise, and with a focus more on Drakai. So even by sealed standards, if you're playing Icelander, you don't have to worry too much about something dipping into your pool. But if we focus primarily on the constructed formats, this is the issue. Now, yes, Icelander was there for story reasons. Why she was not sharing Ice with another hero? Maybe it's because LSS didn't want to expand Ice too much due to Oldtime and Lexi. But if that's the case, then why not make 4 Drakai heroes? You get to expand the pool for Drakai exclusive cards, and you expand the hero pool as well. Now you're probably going, it's fine, talk about the 4th hero. We'll get to that in a bit. Having a focus on the new specialization is key. Unless the next set will be continuing the storyline, or the aftermath thereof, we're going to have to wait a while. Whereas Ice got a little bit more, everything else feels like it's kind of falling behind. And again, this does have to do with only really having 4 major sets a year, and the size of the sets, which aren't bad, but if we're focusing too much on one thing, it does get a bit dicey. Alright, so let's talk about that 4th hero. What would make sense? Well, we're going to follow Everfest, and we're going to call Warrior. Now, returning with Kaisa, which we do have confirmation from Outland Skirmish that she's in fact there or has been there. And for story excuse, we're going to say that Icelander hired her for protection. Why not? Now, this would be Warrior's 3rd hero, but she's just a number. We're not changing her effect. And what we would be introducing is a new set of one-handed weapons, a new axe, and a new sword, stylizing them with looks of the Drakai or Volkai, depending on who she supports that day. Expanding from there, a new arm piece in the Drakai style, whereby breaking it will cause a weapon to be able to attack again, and will expand her theme of blood and coins. On focusing on coins specifically, we've had silver released in Everfest, and we can always use more cards to expand upon that. How about having a card sacrifice coins to remove -1 counters from armor? Or perhaps trading in, let's say, a large amount of coins, like 10 plus, to bring back a destroyed piece of armor. For those late games that go on a bit too long. Maybe have a mythic that has you sacrifice all the coin that you made to either increase your attack or defense based on how many were sacrificed. Now you might be asking, why not just make a new class? And for me, that's simple. It's content. If you want my designs for what that new class should have been released in Uprising, well, let me know down below, and I will milk that for all it's worth. The other reason that new classes weren't introduced on my end was that it should be the focus of a set. Uprising's focus is on the story between the Volkai and the Drokai, similar to that of how Monarch was between light and dark, showing us what existing classes can get and how to make them feel unique. Now, when we return to the land of Volkai in the future, I do assume that we'll either see new classes or a focus change to other classes that could have been. Now, I'm a Brute main. Come on, Brutes with dragons. How great would have that been? I don't think Uprising failed because it only had 3 heroes. Uprising from a limited perspective seems to be a blast, and the metagame for Constructed seems to be changing for the better. So I'm excited to see where things go. I'm just worried about how sets are going to be designed in the future. For now, I will leave you with this. What class or specialization would you have loved to see in Uprising? Let me know in the comments down below. And let me know if you want to see that video about what classes or new classes should have been in Uprising. As always, YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, share, print out the video, and put it on your refrigerator. Tell me that I'm special. Thanks for watching, be good people, and I will see you all next time.